you guys yesterday. Your line chipped in with a couple of helpers. Just maybe talk about your line and the dynamic of it and what allows you guys to be successful.
Yeah, I think, I'm obviously playing with two great guys, both really smart players. And, I thought yesterday, it was nice to contribute there. And, we're still trying to get used to each other. And, I thought we had a lot of good shifts.
You got off the schneid a little bit, your first goal in 17 games, but it hasn't been for a lack of opportunity. It seems like you've been around the net over the last handful, 10 games or so. Was it nice to finally get one?
Yeah, it's a relief just to, finally contribute in that way. And, anytime you can contribute, it feels nice. And like you said, the bounces haven't really been there, so, I'll take that bounce.
Probably wasn't the start you guys were looking for, being outshot 6-0 in the first 5 minutes, but after that, you guys held them to 14 shots over the next 54 minutes. Can you talk about your defensive play and your team's attention to detail last night?
Yeah, our D played so solid last night. I thought we held the line really well. And like you said, with Woody here, there's a lot of detail and direction, and, it makes a huge difference out there when everyone knows what we're doing. And, it was a hell of a team effort.
What are the keys to be successful on these back-to-backs?
I think it's just to be simple early on, quick shifts and try to get everyone engaged. And, if we can have the same effort that we did last night, there's no reason to have the same outcome.
After that tough 16-game stretch, you guys are 7-2-1 in your last 10. What's changed in the group?
We're coming down the wire. Every game is so important, and we need these 2 points. Woody's been mentioning just focus on the day, and today we focus on today, and these points mean a lot.
You referenced Jay Woodcroft a couple of times. What are your early impressions of him as a coach and what he can bring to this club?
Yeah, he's really positive and really detailed, and those are things that that have been helping us a lot so far, and just excited to keep working with him.
Thanks, Warren.
Awesome, guys.
Second of a back-to-back. It's going to be a unique night. I know it's not about you, but just the thought on facing a guy in Todd McClellan that was, I don't know if he was a mentor for you, but certainly a guy that helped pave the way for you to have some of the opportunities you've gotten.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would use that word, mentor, for sure. Someone that I have a huge amount of respect for, not only as a hockey coach, but also as a person. But I know that he's sitting over in his office right now trying to find a way to beat the Edmonton Oilers, and that's where his focus is. For me, my focus is on doing what needs to be done here today to help our team win.
There's an obvious concerted effort to maybe play a little bit differently defensively, a little bit more structure and process in your team's game. Maybe working as five-man unit and playing a little tighter. What's your assessment of what we've seen through the first 2 games?
Well, first of all, I'd say we've gotten some really good goaltending from both Mike Smith and Stuart Skinner. So that's always the key thing to putting up good defensive numbers is that type of goaltending, and they've both been excellent for us. I think we've put a lot of import on certain parts of our defensive game. One of the things that we've been talking to our players about is just having teams have to work through 5 people and not just be so spread out or piecemeal. We want to encourage a relentless type work ethic back into our own zone. And through 2 games, there's a lot of positive signs.
All right, second of a back-to-back. We assume Smith, and we all know the numbers on goaltenders starting back-to-back. You've got a couple extra bodies around you. Look at returning to an 11-7 and possibly maybe incorporating somebody different up front.
Yeah, I think all options are on the table lineup-wise for us tonight. It's my first situation with this group in terms of a back-to-back situation. Going to sit down and discuss things further with our coaching staff. Mike Smith will get the start tonight.
Jay, you mentioned on Saturday that in addition to preparing for your first practice, you were also concerned with how your team would travel down here. Just from your experience, what goes into, as a head coach, preparing for a back-to-back, just kind of the off-ice element of it?
Well, for me, preparing for a back-to-back, I think you want to make sure you're getting the proper rest and recovery time frame in there. So you don't want to be setting meetings early in the morning or unnecessarily skating if you don't have to. We want to manage our energy reservoir, make sure that that our players are able to fire on all cylinders. And then when it comes to game time, I think these type of situations, you rely on structure. And in my experience, in back-to-back situations, you rely on that structure protecting everybody, and you want their skills to come out within the team game plan. Good.
Can we go a minute?